who already has a car anyways use their vehicle for a home. Oh my gosh. That would be so sustainable, wouldn't it? But I'm going to bring my bigger bin in. I'm going to go to Walmart and buy another big bin. As I respect your right to do this, but ... I often look at things through the prism of if everyone did this. Hey y'all, I don't have a whole lot to say today, but I wanted to talk to ya, okay? Let's talk, let's have a conversation. A conversation, yes. Well, okay, I know I'm doing a lot of inside filming. It's because when I go out there, it's like 90 degrees. Plus, I did go to the mall today because I know that once I go north, they just don't have the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting what I can here to take it up there. I will show you. Have you ever heard of Macy's Backstage? Well, they have some really good products. They have all kinds of stuff that they haven't sold and they want to get rid of. So everything is marked down. It's called the Backstage. And I always look for face stuff because if I buy it new, it's so expensive. So I look around. I mean, they don't have the same thing every time I go, which is kind of a bummer because I do like this. Let me find it. I did like this. What? I don't know if the price tag's still on it. $4.99 for this. This has lasted 6 months. Hyaluronic acid replenish. It's body skin rescue cream, right? Now, the problem I have with some of this stuff is it's going to have some chemicals in it. It really is. Yeah, and I don't like that. But to get all the stuff and get it really good without any chemicals. So let me show you what I have. I got this. Okay. This is regenerating face serum with retinol. It's made in Italy. Do you think they use less chemicals? Maybe. And this is the same company. Hyaluronic acid with retinol. This is night cream. You can use it during the day, I think, yeah. This is Advanced Clinicals. Has some retinol in it. I mean, I did use L'Oreal retinol cream. For a little thing of retinol cream, L'Oreal, it's like $28. And then this is hyaluronic acid with serum with retinol. Excuse me. Yes, I still got the thing. Yeah, let me shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Yeah, Taylor Swift. Shake it off. Okay, so I'm not even going to open these yet. I'm just going to put these away in overflow. And when I get done with that, then I'll kind of open these. I'm not into opening them right now. My mind is on other things, like getting out of the heat and going out of Tucson. I'm going to miss it so bad. I know. I know. No, I really am. Tomorrow I'll go say goodbye to Connie. Yeah. And tonight I'm going to go see my daughter and for the last time for a while. I mean, it's only a 4-hour drive down, but who wants to do that, right? My breathing. How am I updated here? Let me update you. Okay. When I was at the mall, I was walking at regular pace because I'm a fast walker. Okay? I like to do energy stuff. I'm energetic. But I'll tell you, at one point I'm like, okay, slow down. Just slow down. My breathing could not keep up with my mind wanting to go. So I still have a little ways to go. Am I concerned about the higher elevation? Kinda, but you know, I'll just have to make the best of it, okay? Now, Planet Fitness tried to transfer this morning, tried to transfer my membership. No go. Man, I'll tell you, they got a bad system going on. It just doesn't work. In order to transfer, your old club has to transfer to the new one. They have to do it. When I came to Tucson, the people in Flagstaff, when I called them, they didn't know how to do it. It took me almost a month. The people in Tucson said, go ahead and you can use the gym. We'll get it figured out. So finally, then I did call Flagstaff. They finally figured it out and they transferred me. That was after being here a good month, almost maybe 2 months. It's a bad system. So I went to Discount Tire. Yeah. And I got my tires rotated and I got them balanced. Now, when I bought my tires, I went ahead at Discount Tire, I went ahead and got a certificate. It's like $40. So for the life of my tires, they'll take care of them. If there's a hole in it and it can't be patched, they will replace it for it's such a minimal price, like $14. And every 6,000 miles, they will balance and rotate. I was already up to 8,000. I don't even drive that much, but okay. I didn't think I had a lot to talk about, but I obviously do have a lot to talk about, right? I'll tell you though, when it comes to replacing tires for very minimal price, if your tires are worn out in such a way that it shows that you don't have your tires aligned and it's only wearing on one side, they won't do that. So you have to have a good alignment, which I do. So after Discount Tire, I went to Premier Auto Repair. I wanted to check my brakes because, I don't know, they just, every once in a while, they act weird. Well, I asked my friend, Jack, and he said that sometimes a little pebble can get in there and make a scraping or something, and it just needs to work itself out. Well, I thought, it's a good idea to have them checked. So I did, and the brakes are just fine. They said that my power steering pump is not good, which I kind of knew anyways. I did get it replaced a year ago, and still, or was it 2 years ago, but still, when I go to back up, I go to turn my wheel, it's almost like I don't have power steering. So they wanted to fix it today. Not a bad price, but I didn't want to do it today. I didn't want to sit there all day long. I had things to do. So we'll deal with it. I'll get it fixed eventually. It won't be in Flagstaff. That's for darn sure. I don't do anything like that. And I hope I never have to in Flagstaff. They're way too expensive. And I haven't found anybody yet that even seems friendly. So, no. So that's what I did. I've been busy today. Busy. I'm getting ready for the road. So that's that, okay? I have a really interesting letter that I want to read to you. It kind of, I understand I'm not making fun of anybody. I truly am not. But I think this needs to be addressed. I really do. Let me see. Okay, this is from, and I find it interesting that sometimes this isn't so negative, okay? Let me just say this about that. Yesterday and today, I did get one weird one today, but yesterday I got 3 really nasty comments. I haven't had those in a while, nasty comments. And I talked to my friend. I sent one of them to her, and I go, "Wow, look at this one. I got 2 other ones, but look at this one, wow!" And she says, "Yeah." She goes, she likes to watch a couple other nomad channels, and she says, "Oh yeah, they're all getting them today. Yesterday, what was going on, man? What in the world? Why were people being so negative and dumping on people?" Yeah, but I'll tell you what. 99.999% of you, I just love you so much. You're so good to me, and I appreciate you, and I love you. Okay, this is from, and I find it interesting, it's called user-VB1TY. Well, that's easy to put, like, your user, and he only opened this, I think, 5 months ago, which is kind of weird. But he says, we don't know if it's a guy or a girl or anything. He's very anonymous. I respect your right to do this, but, and this is on the video that said free rent living in the city. He says, I respect your right to do this, but, ... I often look at things through the prism of, if everyone did this, would it be sustainable? For example, if everyone drove the speed limit, would that be sustainable? Obviously, yes. Okay. I don't know how that argument works, but if everyone lived in their van and stealthily moved around in the city and used city amenities, would that be sustainable? And the conclusion I have come to is no. Sorry, Minivan Lee. So, I said, because I'm like, what? And I love that, using city amenities. What city amenities am I using for free? I go to the park? That's what I might use for free. But nothing else is for free because I'm spending my money all across the city wherever I go. I'm buying gas here. I'm paying taxes on the gas that help with the roads. And I am using restaurants here and I'm supporting them. So here was my answer. Why would it not be sustainable? Using city amenities, seriously? I support the city when I spend my money here. Any city I go to. And when I go to my next city, I'll be supporting that city. So I don't understand. Your perception is off. Sorry. Sorry, user, blah, blah, blah. You do not travel, obviously. Your home is not sustainable. You use way too much water. Every time somebody in a house flushes the toilet, they're using at least 2 gallons of water. Usually, unless they've got something in there that won't let it, but then it doesn't flush all that well, right? And you're letting your water run, you're doing dishes all the time. You're being in a home really couldn't even compare to being in a van. You are on the grid using too much energy. You've got your air conditioner on all the time and you're cooling or you're heating your entire home when you probably only use maybe one room of it. And certainly you're only using one area of it at a time, right? Whereas I am not on the grid. I am not using that up. And you can say, well, you're using your solar panel and that is, well, yeah, but I've had the same solar panel up there for 2 years now. It's not in the landfill or anything like that. No. And I've got power stations that no. Whoops. Let me move this, yeah. Okay. So am I right? I am not making fun of anybody living in a house. But this person, whether it's a guy or a girl, I don't know, telling me that it's unsustainable? So I said, don't tell me I'm unsustainable if anyone who already has a car anyways used their vehicle for a home. Oh my gosh. That would be so sustainable, wouldn't it? You have a car anyways, so go live in it. You know what I'm saying? If you can, if you're just single, you're living in this house and you're single and you're using up all these water and you're using up energy from the grid and all that stuff. And you also have a vehicle that you drive as much as I do. Because when I'm in the city, that's a big carrier plane. I don't drive anymore when I'm doing city life, which is what the video was about. I don't use any more gas than anybody else, really. And I said, do you think only property taxes pay for everything? By living in a house, you have property taxes, okay? You have to get insurance and property taxes. Okay, well, that doesn't pay for much. It might pay for the schools, but it doesn't pay for everything. It's all these other taxes that are being spent. Taxes that go for the whole darn city, including amenities, whatever those are. Yeah, I walk around the park. I'll tell you, in Tucson, they love snowbirds. They love people visiting. Yeah. And in other areas of Arizona too. They love it because they know they're bringing their money here and they're spending it here. You can think as you wish, but don't put your untrue ideas on me and other nomads. We live as anyone else, but we use less resources. We do. We use a lot less resources than somebody in a house. I don't use any more fuel than locals. I use less water and energy. Well, there you go. There's my little commentary for the day. I get so tired of hearing people say that. You're using city amenities. What am I using? It's not like, I mean, if I put my garbage in one of the barrels, they got to pick that up anyways. I don't think people get it. I really don't. Us nomads living in our vehicles, we're off the grid, okay? We're not, in the summer, we're not forcing the grid to go down because everybody has their air conditioners going. And even when I lived in a house, I really didn't have an air conditioner. I used evaporative cooling, which is basically just running a very large fan. But air conditioning uses a lot, and that's the grid. Okay, and that's using coal and everything else. So sustainable, I think everybody should find a nomad and thank them. I say thank you for being sustainable. This is so sustainable. Now, so there are some nomads that like to travel all the time. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, they're going to use a lot of fuel, but guess what? If you live in a house and you got a family, guess what? You're going on vacation, you're going to travel, right? And if you're going to fly, oh my gosh, that's not sustainable at all. That uses a lot of fuel. So there. Nanny, boo-boo, right? I know. Well, we're getting close. I can see that I'm getting close to 20 minutes. I didn't know what I was going to talk about today. I really didn't. I'm getting a little excited about leaving, but I'm telling you what, man, it is hot. Monday in Tucson, it's going to get up to like 97 degrees. In Phoenix, 99, which means it could reach the 100 mark. In April, oh my gosh. So, I gotta fly away. I gotta get out of here. I gotta fly away. Now, where I'm going, is that going to use a whole lot of fuel? Oh my gosh. It's not even going to use a whole tank. I know. I'm being a little brag today. Sometimes these things, I have to say it like it is. I have to tell it just like it is. If you don't travel, if you're not a nomad, you're in your mind, you're stereotyping. You're thinking, oh, they're using all this gasoline. No, we're not. Even if you were boondocking in Quartzsite for the whole winter, oh, you might drive in 5 miles into Quartzsite every 2 or 3 days, right? You might drive into the refuse station, which is like 2 miles away from boondocking, and go dump your garbage and then come back. You're not using a lot of fuel. You're not. And you're off the grid. You're not using heaters. You're not, no, you're not doing that. So there you go. Just because you're boondocking doesn't mean that you're not sustainable also. Why don't I like to boondock? It's just dirty. I mean, you're out there, it's dirty. Even if you're in a forest, it's kind of dirty and you're dragging dirt in. And I'm solo now. I travel solo. I don't want to be out where there's not a big population out there. I really don't. I'm uncomfortable with it now. We have a lot of foreigners coming in the country that I haven't been vetted, and I just really don't want to be out there by myself. So once I get to where I'm going, there will be other nomads, and if they're out boondocking, I'll go hang out with them, okay? Here and there, not every day. But I think it's fun just to be in the city, which I've said a billion times, so I won't go into it again. Okay? Okay? Okay. Well, tomorrow I'll have something else for you. Probably just chit-chat because I'm going to be kind of busy. Tomorrow is bin day. I'm going to redo my bins. I'm going to take, I've already kind of separated what I have in these 3 bins here. 1, 2, and there's one down here. I've already separated these. The bottom bin is what I'm going to put in my storage. But I'm going to bring my bigger bin in. I'm going to go to Walmart and buy another big bin and put it in my storage and take everything out of the ones that match that bigger one. And I'm going to put everything in that one in my storage, and then that'll be empty and I can put some other things in here. One reason is I need a bigger bin. I need to carry, if I'm not going to have a storage in Flagstaff, then I'm just going to. So if I'm not going to have a storage where I'm going, because it's too expensive, I'm going to keep the one here, and I'm just going to have a bigger bin. It'll probably come out to about here, which gives me takes a little bit of space, but it's no big deal. Okay? I love you guys. Please subscribe. Look down there, make sure you're subscribed. I was up to like 32,500, and within one day, I lost 800 subscribers. That's YouTube. That's what YouTube's doing. I know. I'm not going to worry about it. I know that I have faithful viewers, and I know that you're here every time I have a video. So thank you. I love you. And let me know what you want to hear me talk about. Let me know what you want me to chitter chatter about. I love you. Till tomorrow. Bye.